रॉड्रिगो को मालूम, रॉड्रिगो शायद से है मेरे पास। डिंच क्या है भाई? डिंच नहीं। नहीं चाहिए, पी लेंगे बस। सही बात, सही बात।
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. This familiar tale ready to be retold. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Bro, यार like उनको ball मिलता
Tell
नहीं
me
है,
this, who are
ball
you
मिलता है तो
looking
छूट
for
जाता
in
है।
particular here?
Well, Peter,
He's done very well to get to that.
Wanmi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he's taking no chances there. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Martin, he was under real pressure there. They've got a corner here. has gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Juanmi. Tries one from range. There was plenty of power on that. Camavinga. And that was asking for too much. Valverde is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
A header! And it's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Shot a goal! And that's a good finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Mbappe is currently top scorer in the league. We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
He has found the way through. A nice touch. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he spark a counter here? Knocks it out wide. Garcia. Garcia! And again! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And now he has two.
Mbappe को
Madrid
रोको यार.
with the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
We need to just let.
Now it's Juanmi. Great ball, and he's in here. Shapes to shoot. It's loose, and another try. And there's a goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better.
And the shot! Well, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Mario Martin. Rudiger. There he goes, motoring forward. Oh, sweet feet. And that is the end of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. Oh, he's having a go!
No,
Needless to say,
you.
that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Fucking nigga. Fucking nigga.
That
Oh
has
yeah,
not
nigga.
gone well.
Yeah, nigga.
Can he get on the end of this? Garcia.
Fuck yeah. Fuck nigga. Fuck nigga. Fuck nigga. Fuck nigga. Fuck nigga.
That's
Fuck
tiny.
nigga.
Can he
Fuck
finish?
nigga.
And he hits the net. And they've got their lead back. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat
Fuck
here, Peter,
nigga.
thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Vinicius Junior. And a shot! Off the post! Oh, he's given that plenty.
Oh yeah,
but
this is
no.
that.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Chop kilungi.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14.
Madrid can now
el
introduce
dorsal
the first of their
24,
substitutes.
El dorsal 9. El dorsal 30. Serán sustituidos por...
Great
el
defending,
dorsal
strong
31,
and determined.
El dorsal 34.
And
El
it's
dorsal
Arda Güler.
15, El dorsal 8.
Ball has bounced loose now. Hops for safety. Passes short and sharp. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Madrid are clear.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And it's gone back to the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. And he has been fouled there. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. He's having a hit! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Alexander-Arnold really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 32. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10.
Madrid making further changes here, and in quick succession. Mbappe being brought it off here, having made a sizable... He's having a shot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
El dorsal 8.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Madrid go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about it.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
भाई यार प्लीज बस कर मेरे भाई.
And a header! Well taken goal. One perfect ball, one perfect header.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Uche. That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, that's certainly more like it.
भाई
You
यार
can't let the intensity
इसको
drop
मैं
now,
चुप
Peter.
कर.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Goulet's cross. Good read, needed to be.
Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Carries is too funny.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He'll try for distance! And that's a sharp finish! And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So here comes the substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Alexander
मतलब दोनों ने भी गोल मारा है भाई. गुलेर ने भी गोल मारा है.
now. And he was quick to react. Uche. And now the breakaway.
We get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Tries to play it through. He's found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Rudiger is there to clear. Vinicius Junior. Oh, such a clever touch. Eder Militao. Now it's Borja Mayoral. Getafe are looking to break at pace. Now it's Borja Mayoral. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Madrid have done it. They've achieved what they came for. Maximum points, the perfect outcome. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Madrid really were great today. They showed a lot of
First of all, I'd like to extend my gratitude to the ethology for helping me through with this registration process. They gave me useful insights and tips which helped me gain a 50-70 style. They gave me incredibly useful tips from vocabulary to odd maths and other